Get them out. Get them out. Get these owners out my club. Get these owners out my club. Durag Diaries. Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to another Durag Diaries film. You already know where it is. Sorry, I forgot the light on. I was thinking, why is it so dark in here? Why is that man looking like he's in the blue room of darkness? Because that's what people were commenting and calling this the other day. But there we go. We patterned it all up. But yeah, look, there has been some, well, I say breaking news. It's more of an exclusive than a breaking news because nothing has actually happened. Nothing has actually happened, but we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it because apparently, Qatari investors are interested in taking over Spurs. Now, one thing I will say, I need to caveat the whole conversation with this is the timing is very smart. The timing is very smart. We all know why this news has come out this week. We know it. They're trying to get the fans all happy, gassed up, lap it all up, so no one attends the protest. Don't forget the protest on Sunday. Make sure you are there. Yeah? Big up for Change for Spurs and all that. Change for Tottenham. Big up to those guys. Go follow them and all that. But definitely great timing for when this does come out. It might be a PR stunt. Some people are saying PR stunt. But, boy, we can only hope and pray. I can only look up to God and say, please make something happen. But yeah, no, look, as Ash says, PR stunt, Jords, protest week, I don't deny. I really don't deny the facts. And Crocodile's protest coming up. All of a sudden, Qatar wants in. Hello, I've seen this. I've been there, done that. I hear it. But as my guy Fam Zone TV says, big up to D every time. Like and subscribe. And we'll ignore the ending bit. But like and subscribe, man. As you can see, road to 2K, people. We are on the road to 2K, so show some love. Subscribe on the channel, hit a like, helps the algorithm, helps more people see the things that I'm doing. And if you haven't already, follow the socials. You know what I mean? But look, the news has come out today from The Guardian that Qatari investors are interested in buying Tottenham Hotspur. They want control of Spurs, but the proposed takeover could take form of a phased buyout. Now, I can't lie, this shit come out 2 years ago. I've seen this exact report nearly 2 years ago. But apparently, they've been interested throughout this whole time. And one of the key things of their interest, and like this is where it goes to show, what would you guys, and this is actually a question for the comments. Would you be happy if we had new owners come in, but Daniel Levy stays as the chairman? Because for me, Daniel Levy's still involved in this club, we are going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. We're not doing anything. Get him out. Get Daniel Levy out my club. Get him out my club. Apparently, the Qatari investors are interested in keeping Daniel Levy for an extended period of time to help with the changeover with the phased buyout. And he's the one that's going to be running it. Ideally, from their point of view, they're probably looking at it as, this is a businessman. He's took Spurs from here as a business up to a 4 billion valuation from buying them at under 100 million. But this is not a good move for Spurs, man. This would not be a good move for us as a club. If we are going to move on in the ownership and bring someone new in, whether that is the Qataris, whether that is an American capital investment group, whatever it is, Daniel Levy cannot be involved. This guy is not a football man, but he wants to be involved in every football deal. We can do better than this. We need better than this. And this is just not what we need. But just to carry on what was said, the Tottenham have been subject of long-standing interest from potential investors in America and the Middle East, but no one has met the 3.75 billion. You heard that right. 3.75 billion valuation. The identity of the Qatari bidders is unclear, but we have been told they are private individuals rather than the government-backed Qatar Sports Investment Group, KSI, or QSI, sorry, or Sheikh Jassim, who tried to buy Manchester United a few years ago. Apparently, it's not Sheikh Jassim. I thought that it was Sheikh Jassim when I saw the news, and I was like, all for it. Bring Sheikh Jassim over here, because he's got ambition. He wants to do big things, and Qatar, you know, with Qatar, if they're going to invest and these guys are going to come in and put money, they're going to do it the right way. They're going to do it so their club is on the map as being the biggest club. They're going to invest as much as they can to make it successful. You just have to go look at the boxing events they go and hold in Saudi Arabia and Qatar and Dubai. Just have to look at what they've done with Manchester City and Newcastle. You just have to look at PSG. You can just look at all these examples of everything that they invest into. They go 100%. They want all the biggest stars. They want all the biggest players. They just do it the right way and how you should run a club. So I'd more than love to have these guys involved in Spurs, but I'll be honest, if that involves Daniel Levy being a part of it, it's really just not the one. It's not the one. Big up to Mustafa. It's been a while, bro. It's been a long while. I ain't seen you check in for a time. Sheikh Jassim is United fan. He's ours with Ineos, Jords. Bring on Sunday. Bring on Sunday. Yeah, definitely bring on Sunday, but he's not yours. He's definitely not yours. I don't know about that. It's calling him yours when you've got Ineos, you know. Ineos. You know them way there. Like, I don't know why that one's matching up. But big up, my bro. Give me the Qataris. Give me the Qataris. But Tottenham is a mad name. That's a mad name, bro. What are you saying? Well, us man get munched up every time? That's crazy. Yes, for now. But there is hope he'll be phased out. Bigger picture. 100%. There is hope. There's definitely hope he can be phased out. But I feel like even if he does have involvement with us, just don't have hope. I really just don't have hope in it going anywhere good, because he's never going to put the football first. Even if these guys are throwing money at him, he's going to find ways to, oh yeah, let's cash in a hotel. Let's cash in another thing. Or can we make the stadium even more diverse? Maybe can we start playing rugby matches on our stadium? Could we do NFL? Maybe we start doing rugby. Oh, maybe, I don't know, you just build we got a Formula 1 track underneath. Why don't they just build a whole Formula 1 track on top? Like, I don't see Daniel Levy using their investment in the right forms to actually better us as a team. So yeah, it's definitely better than this and Joe Lewis, because we all know that guy's a greedy guy. And yeah, I won't really say what I really think of him, but that guy definitely has not got football first. Definitely don't have football first. But I'd rather keep Enoch and have the board vetoed on all football decisions. No point in getting new owners if Levy still meddles. The thing is, though, Crocodox, the thing is, there's no way. Is the rugby already done? I didn't even know. I knew that they had the NFL. Man said the Saracens are 2 games a season. Who do we think we are? Why we got other clubs trying to claim our stadium? The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is already an NFL stadium. It's already a go-karting track. Do they want it to be an ice skating rink next? Like, what are we doing here? I didn't even know we had rugby going on. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We've fallen so far. Spurs have fallen so far down, and these owners are 100% culpable. 100% culpable, man. Like, it just frustrates you as a fan, because you try to be positive, you try to see the good, you try to think, yeah, but there could be better pastures on the way, but there just never is. There never is with this club. There's just bad things going on consistently, wrong decisions, lack of signings. We announced breaking news, people. We're going to have Kendrick Lamar and SZA performing. Kendrick Lamar and SZA. That's our newest signing. We signed Mary J. Blige and 50 Cent. We signed the Rolling Stones. We got Kendrick Lamar to sing Not Like Us, Because the damn sure isn't anyone like us in the Premier League. Trust me, there is no one like us. So I don't really know who is next and what is next. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But just outside of some of this Qatari news and ownership news and so on. Oh, just outside of that, there has also been some news today with regards to Romero. Christian Romero, or QT Romero for some. Spurs are willing to make him our highest paid player. Now, this is one where I'm actually on the fence. I'm actually on the fence about this because I did rate Romero one time. Romero is one of my favorite players. I used to, if you never saw me in the channels, Rolly Romero, yeah? Rolls Royce, Phantom settings, Romero, a double R, yeah? Richard Millie Romero. I used to be talking the ish about him, yeah? But over the seasons, I mean, the last 2-3 years in particular, well, I say last season was actually a really good year. The year prior to that season and this season, that season before, he had a long injury. He was out for about 19, 20 games. And this season, again, long injury, out for most of the season. And then when he does come back and when he was available, he's making consistent mistakes at the back. Just messing it around, simple, basic things he's been getting wrong. I feel like we've spoken about it on Spurs King Ashmatic analysis. If you haven't seen that, go watch it last night. We spoke about the coaching aspect of where Ange and the team have got wrong, because it doesn't look like our players are being coached correctly. It doesn't look like these players know what they're doing because they make the same simple mistakes. Lapses in concentration at the back, not getting goal side, being very rash in the tackle, jumping up on the press, overly aggressive in the press. These are things that you don't expect from a player of Romero's seniority level. He shouldn't be making these mistakes. He shouldn't be doing these things, but he just doesn't seem to grow as a player at the moment. And he hasn't seemed like he's taken a step back in his Spurs career, because last year presented so much promise. Last year showed us Romero could be a top centre-back when he wants to be. When you watch him for Argentina, he looks like one of the best centre-backs in the world. He really does. But then he comes to Tottenham and it's just not the same. The energy levels aren't the same. The composure's not the same. I mean, the mentality is not the same. Most definitely not, because Romero looks like one of the players that get checked out whenever we're losing. That Brighton game was a big wake-up call for me. A huge wake-up call. Because he made mistake after mistake and he didn't look like he was going to be there fighting. He just went down without a fight. And yeah, look, I just think with Romero and the new deal, I think it's time to move on. I think we could potentially get a better centre-back out there. There is a few centre-backs that I think could give us more than he is. We need someone who's a leader at the back. Definitely need someone that can lead at the back, but also someone who can play really good on the ball. But I suppose this shouldn't be a decision that's made prior to Spurs really confirming at the end of the season whether Ange is going to be the guy to take us forward or new manager's going to want to come in. Because the new manager may be able to get more out of Romero. Someone who's a better coach may be able to speak to him, coach him into making these right decisions. But I just struggle. I struggle to see that happening. And also, I just think that Spurs make wrong decisions all the time, and putting a big contract on Romero at this point, it just doesn't make sense. He's not steadily progressed over the years. He's been out injured for majority of the season. Last season, he had injury problems. The season before that, he's had injury problems. I can get the stats up, but I know that him and Van der Ven have had a lot of injuries. We need players that are going to be consistent. Especially look at Japhet Tanganga. Japhet Tanganga at Spurs had consistent injury issues. He's now gone to Millwall since leaving Spurs and has played 48 games straight. 48 games straight. He's not missed a game for 2 years. For 2 years, he's not missed a game. But you want to tell me that I should give a new contract to this guy because, World Cup winner, Copa America winner. Sounds great. But I need consistency and availability. Availability is one of the best abilities you can have. You need to make sure you're around to help your team. You need to make sure that you're consistently there. So for me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, man, Romero. Really not too sure about Romero, I'm really not too sure about Romero. Really not too sure about Romero being the guy to get a new contract. I'm really not too sure about it. But I'll be real. If he goes to Madrid, he'll be cold. This is the thing, though. Any player, when you go to a top team, when you're decent, like, let me not say decent, because Romero is a very good player. But when you're a player like Romero, who's drowning in a team like us at the moment, if he goes to a big club, he's already going to look way better because the system's more fluid, more efficient. The team that he's surrounded with is a lot better. He's going to have a midfield that covers his deficiencies quite well with, Camavinga. Modric probably won't be there by that time. And if he is, boy, I'll be surprised because this guy he's getting on. He's getting on. So you're looking at a midfield of Camavinga, Bellingham, Tchouaméni. Like, of course he's going to look a lot better. That's just natural. That's natural. Next to Rudiger, you got Alaba. Like, you've got all these proper, world-class level players. So, of course, he's naturally going to look better. But I do just think that at this moment in time, it's not the right move for us. It's not the right move for us, guys, man. We would have to open the checkbook to do that. We would. We'd definitely have to open the checkbook to sign a leader who's good on the ball. And that's why, apparently, Jay, we've been looking at Mark Gahey. Mark Gahey, obviously, if there was a supposed bid. Again, smoke and mirrors. Spurs and Arsenal are like the biggest PR specialists. I hate to group us together, but I just have to because any time it comes to PR, Spurs and Arsenal always are at the best at it. Arsenal with their new kits every other week. They got a retro launch and all that. Spurs out here making videos of semi-finals, trying to get the fans gassed up about these Beyonce concerts and that. The F1. Oh, you want to do the skywalk? Like, allow all of this. Focus on the football. Don't think that we are going to bring in a £70 million defender, but we could ship Romero off for 65 or 70 million and bring someone else in for about 55 or 60. Is that realistic? I'd hope so. As a Spurs fan, maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, man, look, just back to the point. Let's actually live in a hypothetical world for a moment where these owners do come in. Let's actually live in this world. If we do get these owners in, but Daniel Levy stays, and there is significant investment into the club, the major improvements we do need in position-wise is we need a centre-back. We need another centre-back, but like a top class centre-back. So we'd need that to happen in this window. Onwards from that, we definitely need a fullback. And I'm saying a left back, but someone that can cover both sides ideally. But a left back, to be fair, that's better than Udogie. Because as much as I like Udogie, he is young. He needs a challenge. He needs someone that's going to push him to be even better. And then outside of that, you need a centre mid. You need another winger. You need a striker. And these Qataris, they do come in. And Daniel Levy's still there. We ain't getting all of that. We're not going to get it all. Even in the hypothetical world, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because if you have Daniel Levy running this club, we're never going to be them guys. We're never going to be that guy. Let me just catch up with the chat. My bad, people. Let me just catch up with the chat. Big up Jords in the chat. Big up to my guy, Archer. Big up to Jay as well. Feel like Gahey is a 7 out of 10 centre-back consistent. No, you're right. You're definitely right. I feel like Gahey, for me, he gives a decent level, but it's just not good enough for me. It's not good enough. I don't want a 6 to 7 out of 10 defender. I want a 9 to 8 out of 10 defender. A guy that we can compare to Van Dijk, Saliba. Gabriel at this moment. I want a guy that can be up there with the best. Even like Sven Botman is a very good centre back. Tottenham identified him before even Newcastle did. But we just don't make moves. We sit on our hands and just wait for things to come our way. So we identify good players, we just don't go out there and get them. Qataris, yeah. Do you know what? This is all just hope. This is all just hope. Because I saw the news. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make a live in the day anyway, because we have boardroom talks later tonight, but we're gonna touch on this stuff a bit more in detail. I just thought I'll do a quick live, say while going to the man, them see what the chat's saying. If you guys do have questions, just throw them in as well. I'm happy to just answer questions on this stream. This is more of just a freestyle one, not too much structure. Whereas later on, oh right. Yo, where did I go? All right, we're back. We're back. The thing done freeze for a second. But yeah, man, boardroom talks later tonight. We're gonna have proper structure. We're gonna have big panel, and then onwards from that Friday, Manchester United preview. Hey, that's a big one. I'm telling you now. You're gonna see the guests. I'm gonna upload the shit later on today. You're gonna see the guests that we got on. We got a big Manchester United preview because I'm looking to do a 3P. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go 3 for 3 on them. 30 for 30, come like, yeah? ESPN, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to hit them for 10 goals minimum right now. We're trying to go double digits. We got 7. Let's go for 10. So look out for those ones. Look out for those ones, my people. But whilst you are here, smash the likes. Smash the likes. Sam thinks we ain't getting Qatar. All right, we might not. We might not. Why are you coming here, Sam, to rain on my parade? Why can't you just come here and be like, oh, Qatar? I hope you guys get them, man. Why are you coming to rain on my parade? Why did you have to do it to me, bro? Show some love, lad. Come in here and let me be hopeful. Let me be happy. Let me think that something's gonna happen. Are you trying to rain on my parade, fam? Don't need to be doing none of that. We don't need to be doing all of that. Do you know what it is with this, Jay? Yeah, they did both play wing backs, but there isn't that much difference from the wing back role to a fullback role. It's just the way that we're using these fullbacks is exposing them to not be that great in this position. Because Udogie last season played left back, and he was one of the best left backs in the league last year. I just think he's not come back from the injury the same. He had surgery at the back end of last season, and I feel like he's just struggled to hit those same levels of form. Maybe he's struggling with fitness, maybe his sharpness, or maybe he just doesn't feel the same, but he's going to be coming back from injury again this week. And I'll be honest, probably not. I don't feel like we should shoehorn him into the team if he's not ready, because I don't want to risk him getting further injury. And let's be honest here, there's not much to play for this season. Apart from bragging rights for me, you know, wanting to be happy about beating Manchester United, I don't want to risk our players getting a further injury. So, yeah, no, I feel like with the fullbacks we do have, they're good players, just not great for the system. Like Pedro Porro, as much as I cook him and say he's not a good defender and so on, which I still believe he ain't, I do think that he will thrive in a certain team, especially a wingback system, but he can thrive under certain managers if they just coach. Coach is coach. We need a coach that can get better out of these defenders. That's all it is, really. We have some players for you, Toffolo, Bowley. Don't kill me. I've never heard these players. In fact, who can Forest poach off of Spurs? Bro, wake up news. If you think Nottingham Forest can poach any of our players, and I mean any, you've lost your mind. No one's leaving Spurs to go Nottingham Forest. Let's be serious here. Let's be serious. There won't be Qataris, no Qataris at your club. Don't listen to the lies. If you feel that way, but tell him again, Jay. Tell him again. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He does it again. Love United always does it. He'll come. We're smoking you lot this time. Oh, we're gonna win this time. Oh, we're gonna beat you. Yeah, you think that. You can think that. Think that all you want. Think that you're gonna beat us. I don't think you're beating us. I don't think you've got a chance. The way that I look at this game is, yeah, Manchester United have improved defensively, but going forward, you guys are terrible, man. Start Højlund and we'll have a field day at the back. We don't even need a proper centre back to mark Højlund. If you've got Archie Gray back there, he'll body Højlund. Like, what are we doing here? Archie Gray will deal with him. Xerxes all right, but Xerxes drops in the spaces too much. So he's not even going to occupy the spaces you need, Satch, for him to actually take advantage of where Spurs' frailties are at the back, where we are fragile. So when I'm looking at your attack, it's meaty, man. Amad Diallo's the one player I will be looking at and be like, yeah, he can be a problem for us. He could definitely be a problem. The way that he runs down the flank, he's good with the dribble. His little 1-2s for me, his movement off of those 1-2s, especially when he does, he's running down the byline. He'll cut it back and do another quick 1-2, very similar to what Odegaard and Saka do. That's where he finds a lot of joy. And he's got a few lucky goals off the back of it, you know, of just keepers being poor or it's deflecting off of someone. But he's creative. He's got the football IQ, you know, because he's come from Italy. I feel like a lot of players that come from Italy tend to have better IQ than players that are naturally from here, because they do a lot of tactical analysis over there with their managers. When you play for like a Gasperini, and I know they're going to say Højlund played there too. Højlund was just rubbish. Let's just have it right. Højlund's just rubbish. He ain't got the technical ability. He ain't got the football ability to be able to play at the top level. I don't know what you man thought he was ever going to be, but the guy scored 11 goals in Serie A and you thought he was going to come tear up the Premier League. Have some shame. Have some shame, people. There's no way that we're going to give up many goals to Manchester United. It'll be a tight game, though. I do think it's going to be a really tight game, but let's not get into that preview because that preview's on Friday. Big panel. As I said, do you know what? You need to tap the subscribe and post notification bell to make sure you don't miss that one. Friday, 1:30, straight after the Never a Foul show. Big panel. One game was Ten Hag tax, the other was a very rotated team. Yeah, I really don't know. You think we played you on 19th of December and Spurs had so many injuries at that point. What are we doing here? Spurs literally didn't have a back line, but you're going to come here and tell me about, oh, rotate your team and stuff. Bro, you got clapped, man. Stop the foolishness. You got clapped. Tottenham's bozo gene kicks in and we get a stinky Bruno pen. Now. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys did get a penalty because we all know Manchester United are pocketing the referees and something or somehow they're going to get a decision go their way. But also, Bruno's a dirty little rat. He might dive and get 2 yellow cards himself. So don't be too sure of that one because we all know what happened in the last fixture. He got a red card because he's dirty. And he should have had a red card in the second fixture. You think I forgot what he done to my guy Bergvall? Off the ball, just kicking him, tripping him up. Getting away with these types of fouls. Come on, man. He should never have even played that game. But big up to Emmanuel Zakaria. I just saw this on my feed. Are Qatar really interested? Is it a reliable report? Well, look, what I can tell you, Emmanuel, is the report had come out from The Guardian. Now, whether you guys choose to believe the guy, look, I can't tell you what's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 because I'm only Jords. Yeah, I have my own opinion on certain tiers, but I don't always get it right too. Sometimes the lower reporters have the things out before the more known reporters. So it's come from The Guardian, which is a fairly reliable source. The one thing I will caveat, just to manage expectation, is Qataris have been looking at Spurs for a few years and have been trying to look at getting a potential minimum, you know, like buy a 15% at Spurs. That'll be a phased buy-in, similar to what Ineos are doing at Manchester United, and where they buy more percentage over time. So it may happen. They definitely are interested. That's one thing. They definitely are interested. But as to when it will happen or the time frame, no one can give you that. That's the one thing no one knows. You just have to be honest with that. What are we doing? Wake up. Stop the foolishness, bro. I don't know the Forest are having a good season and all. But don't think you have a better 11 or better squad than us now all of a sudden. Like, you have some decent defenders. You know, Murillo's nice. I like Murillo. I'd take Murillo off you. 100% we can take Murillo off you. Hudson-Odoi's all right. He's nice. Can take his man on, you know, 1v1 demon and them things. But, again, I feel like we got better wingers than him. Elanga's just like Brennan Johnson. run off the shoulder in behind, might score a tap in every now and then, but he's not technically up to it as what you need from a winger. So Alanga doesn't start for us. Chris Wood's not better than Solanke. I know he's got a couple goals this season, you know, doing his thing, but all-round play, you know, I would say he's a better goal scorer. Better goal scorer, not a better player. So I don't know who I'm going to take from Nottingham Forest. How about that? Apart from Murillo, maybe Ola Aina, like Ola Aina. I don't really know who I'd take from your team, if we're being right here. And Vicario's back. I don't know if you know that, Love United. Vicario is back. Vicario's back this game, bro. So, yeah, man. Ahmad didn't play versus you, man, last game. He came off the bench and changed the game. Didn't really change the game, though, because the 2 goals you scored were gifted to you. So, 2 of the 3 goals you scored were literally passed right into your open goals. Jords, though, Bentancur, though, IQ in the bin. Now, Bentancur's IQ's not in the bin. He does lack the positional awareness to play the 6 and discipline. But he does have good football IQ. He's just being utilised wrong at the moment. You've seen this under Conte. Bentancur was class. Bentancur was Tottenham's best player for a whole season before that injury. Before he got injured it might have been under Conte at the World Cup. He was our best player. Bentancur was bowling when he was playing in double pivot. But you don't play Bentancur as a lone 6 because Bentancur likes to venture forward. Bentancur's aggressive in the press. Off the ball, he's a dog, so he's going to run out of position, try to cover the wide areas, but sometimes he's going to pick up a foul. But that's why you need someone next to him that has better IQ and better positional discipline to know that when Bentancur does his thing where he's going to run forward, I'm just going to hold here. I'm going to sit back here and wait. So you just have to... You have to look into it a bit more, Jay, man. But I do get what you're saying. I do totally get what you're saying. But big up to you, Beans, as well, man. That's my guy. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Cheeto's not going to play. Cheeto's not playing, bro. Don't lose your mind now, man. Don't lose your mind. Bro, we are not in a relegation battle. I've clarified this on other streams. As much as I think Spurs are down bad, we're never going to be in a relegation battle, man. Let's be honest now. And let's be serious about certain things. We're never going to be in relegation battle. We're like 10 points above relegation. So we're not doing that. But if you feel that way, Jeffrey, I hear you. I hear you. Some people don't want to get their hopes up too early. You see me? I'm down bad. I'm in the gutter. I'm in the gutter seeing rats. I'm seeing, poo everywhere. I'm covered in it myself. So all I can see is a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. Just a little light. Don't know. It might be a train. It might be a train. Who knows? Might be a train coming to take me out. But I think it's a little of light. So I'm just going to run with it. Please save us from these cheapskates. Please. Get them out. Get them out. Get these owners out my club. Get these owners out my club. Get them out. Get them out. Get these owners out my club. You know, let's get that chant ringing. We need to get that ringing around the stadium, by the way. Forget just leave me out. We need to make it a proper singing chant where the fans can get involved. We can clap. We can bounce. Get them out. Get them out. Get these owners out my club. Get these owners out my club. You know them way there. We got to get that chant rolling for Sunday. United are rubbish. You're going to do them in our Be Real. 3-0. All right, come on, Cobby. He knows. Cobby knows. He's a Liverpool fan. I know he's looking at it from bird's eye view right now. He's like, look at these peasants fighting around for my scraps. Yeah, that's cool. But Cobby knows, man. He knows which peasant's going to win right now. Hey, yo. Let me not kill myself, yeah. We ain't cheats. That's calling us cheats when you're a Manchester United fan is crazy, by the way. It's crazy. But the Guardian is a decent source. It's definitely a decent source. We'll take Nuno. I do not co-sign this because I've seen Nuno at my club. And Nuno had no midfield, same way as Ange did. My biggest problem with managers, and look, I'll tell you guys, this way you can get to understand me a bit more. Yeah. When I watch football, I try to break the game down as much as I can. I'm not an expert. I'm not fucking Gary Neville or Jamie Carragher, so I can't sit there and do analysis for you, man, moving chalkboards and all these things. Yeah. But I do have a decent understanding of the game to the point that when I watch the game, I buy into how the football is played and what's actually happening on the pitch. So with Ange, the reason why I turn on Ange is because what's happening on the pitch is a big problem to me. And if I can identify these problems and people on YouTube can see these things, then I'm questioning what the manager's seeing because he's making the same mistakes over and over. Nuno, he played with a triple pivot, bruv. What is that? He used to have 3 players in front of the defenders, none of them running forward at times. None. And then one would just Winks, Skip, and who was else playing? It was Winks and Skip, and I remember the game, man. I went to the game. Crystal Palace. We got pumped. We got pumped at Selhurst Park. I was at the game. And I said, never, ever again will this manager have my faith. I was done after that. Nuno's crap, man. I know he's having a good time at not at first, but Nuno's crap. We have to be honest here about this. Bro, Vicario's been back in training for like a month. Maybe less than a month, like 3 weeks. So I know you've got your hopes up because you don't want him to play. But Vicario's been back for a while. I ain't worried about Vicario. Plus, he's a goalkeeper. What's he going to re-injure himself doing? Oh, what, he's going to dive a bit too hard or something like that. He's going to land on the floor a bit too much. Like, Vicario's a warrior. He played half of a game with that fractured ankle or broken ankle, whatever it was. So this guy's not going to worry. Trust me. Vicario will be there. Vicario will be there. Shirley, oi, Jords, mate, you're not going to believe what I heard the other day while I was in... Bro, you right. Shirley or... what's... Donna, your messages are too long. If you're going to write a message and you want me to read it out, just make it 2 lines because I'm not going to read your fucking paragraphs. I'll be so real, bro. So I'm not reading your paragraphs, especially when you're waffling on and on and on. I'm just saying all the time. I know the patience. I'm not a patient guy. Big up to my guy, Matthews, though, every single time. But take everything with a pinch of salt. We see links like this all the time and nothing ever happens. I'm not getting gassed over anything. Yes, you are right. You should take all the, even transfer rumors. You should, as a smart person, you should do what Matthews does. Unfortunately, I'm not always a smart person. I'm not. I'm not. Sometimes I dive headfirst straight into that rumor. And I'm all in. I'm all in. Show me a rumor about a good player coming Spurs. I'm all in there. It's happening to me. Because sometimes you got to delude yourself. Because people will call you delusional and crazy until you are a genius. So yeah, man, look, you should take it with a pinch of salt. But me diving head first into that bitch. I'm going to let you know right now. I don't know if you guys have watched UFC or if you've ever seen a video. Merab Dvalishvili, the current bantamweight champion, sees there's a little hole in the ice. Yeah, just a little hole, and people, you know, they go ice diving and these things. My man, shoop, smacked his head on that. That hole was not broken. Head straight, clean on concrete ice. Yo, that's me. We'll say that'll be me on some of these rumors. But it's cool. I'm willing to live like that. I'm willing to take the risk. To be fair, Nuno was never the right manager for us. Just funny that he showed how it is. It is definitely funny that he has Nottingham Forest in third. But I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, the team that he won with was Qatar. In Qatar, it was one of the Saudi leagues or something. So it wasn't anything that actually, you know, that you can rate. It wasn't anything that you could actually rate. But come on, you Spurs. Big up to Kobe, man. Emmanuel, Qatar would be interested in English Premier League club, no doubt. Not sure if useful info, but I used to live in Qatar. Qatar can get if the price is good. I don't know how to feel as a Liverpool fan, Law. Do you know what it is? I can imagine, Emmanuel, because as a Liverpool fan, this is like, I respect Liverpool fans to an extent, you know, apart from when they start doing the VVDs and all these things, yeah. But when with Liverpool, they're another team similar to us that FSG have dragged them down into the gutter and just don't spend money. And you just have to look at the last window. They spent nothing. They brought a goalkeeper for next season, and they brought in Federico Chiesa, who was pretty much pennies, and no one wanted him. So I do feel for you guys. I generally do feel for Liverpool fans. And I get why you'd be frustrated if you're the club that they don't go for. I just think FSG are not willing to sell you, man. They've got you guys in such a good position. Liverpool are actually achieving things. And that couple good windows they had between 2015 and 2020 is literally dragging you, man, all this success up until now. So, yeah, man, you can't really complain too tough. But no, like, I do hear you. I definitely do hear you. Elijah, I am real. I've been at Spurs longer than the cobwebs in our trophy cabinet. I'm a generational tea lady. I big up Shirley, man. Big up Shirley, real tea lady. Samson, you know what? Fair play to Spurs if they get the foreign bag. You actually have world-class stadium and an excellent balance sheet, unlike my Finnish club, Man United. Now, do you know what? Our balance sheet is too good. Yeah, it's too good. Spurs have the lowest wages percentage to revenue in the whole Premier League, but we're the sixth richest club in world football. In this last 25 years, out of all the richest clubs in world football, there's a chart up to 11, the top 11, 15 teams. Tottenham's the only team to have one trophy. All the other teams have 5, 6, 10, 15, 20. Some clubs even have 30 because they're winning 2 or 3 trophies every year. Tottenham's the only club that has one because we have no ambition. We have no ambition. Man said my granny was a tea lady for Urban Scholar. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, man. Because it'd be dangerous for me. Realize this season that your scout are low-key good. It's like Liverpool. Our scouts are good, Emmanuel. You are right. Our scouts are good. But like the problem with Liverpool, we don't jump on the players early enough. So we get involved when there's so many teams involved. And you're like, damn, we waited too long. Yet again, we just wait too long to pull the trigger. Tottenham 10 or so years ago were interested in the likes of Jack Grealish when he was 16. But we wait to pull the trigger, and then apparently now we're interested in him when he's finished at Manchester City still. We can't afford to make these same mistakes. But at the same time, Spurs don't need no more kids. We have a great academy of kids coming through right now. You know, you got the Alfie Devines. You've got Dane Scarlett, who looks decent at the moment. You got Will Lancashire. You've got who else can I think from the top of my head? You got Ajayi, Damalola Ajayi. You got Callum I'm gonna butcher somebody's name, man. Callum Olusesi. You've got who else? There's more than 5, trust me. Luca Williams, Barnett, Bula. You've got Alfie Dorrington. How could I forget? Who else we got out there? Come on, guys. Throw Jamie Donnelly. Yeah, balling out. Like we got names. I've just named 8 from the top of my head. That's just from the academy. Let's not forget to mention Luka Vuskovic on his way back. Yeah. Let's not forget who else have we got in my head, man? We got all these young players regardless. We got all these young players, but we don't need no more. We just need experience, proven quality at this point. But Dele Alli with dreads at number 8, man, I thought he was going to be Dele Alli with the dreads was finished. He was finished. But Jords, would you take Ten Hag as well with Qatar owners in charge? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not doing it, Abs. I'm just not doing it. Ten Hag needs to stay so far away from my club. He needs to stay so far away. I'm all in for links until it's Sam. She can social distance from me. I hear you, bro. I really hear you. Jords, if No Clue gets sacked, no. I'm not even going to entertain that. I need to remove that off my screen because we cannot put that in there. But we have a new member in the building. Welcome to the people, them. Shirley Tottenham Tea Lady has become a YouTube member. Big up to Shirley. Big up to Shirley. She's a new member. Oi, George. Now you like my big messages, don't you? Trust me, I'll be real, Shirley. Big up for the love. Man will read out some of your messages, but when you're sending paragraphs, I'll be real. We're trying to talk. We're trying to keep the conversation flowing. Your paragraphs are too long that I'm going to fall so far behind the chat. I'm already like 5 minutes behind the chat. You man are on to me about this all the time. But when I'm reading paragraphs, you're trying to make me 10 minutes back. So let's just make sure that you're asking me a question rather than just making pointless statements. A big up to my guy Hyper every damn time. That is my guy. It's good that you didn't come in with one of those nicknames you got for man, because we ain't duragless today. Trust me. Elijah, don't kill me. Hyper. Hyper. You know what? This wasn't the stream that I wanted to talk about this on. I was thought, let me wait till we get onto a rival stream so we can actually discuss the Havertz injury. But what I will say, just very briefly, it's not looking good, bruh. It's not looking good. Yeah? Havertz out with no striker to replace him? God damn. That front line is going to look crazy. Even Managerial up front, I don't know. I don't know about that. But if you get Qatari money, my club can hold that. Our silly top Reds wanted a Manchester-born shareholder, and now these men are moaning about ticket prices. Hope Spurs get the cash. Sam, big up to you, Samson. Big up to you, Samson. No, you are right. You definitely are right, man. Viskovic, trust me, real baller right there. If you guys haven't, there was actually an interview Viskovic done with Alfie Devine on Also Spurs' channel. That's a good channel, man. I think there's some Swedish guys. They do some tactical breakdowns and these things as well. Definitely one you should go and watch and go show some love over there. Put in the comments, Durag Diaries sent me. Let them know. Maybe we can do a little Swedish to London link up one day. But who knows? But we got more youngsters hidden than John Wayne. I can't laugh. I can't laugh at that. I definitely can't laugh at that. Bring back now, John, man. He didn't get a chance. Now, John, yeah, he didn't. But do you know what it is? Yeah, with a lot of these youngsters that people get attached to, and that's one thing I never get too attached to these youngsters, because a lot of them actually leave us and don't go anywhere. Spurs Academy is not. It's not like Man City's or Chelsea's where players leave and then 3-4 years later you're seeing big Premier League teams buy them and they're becoming a key part of their structure. I don't think there's many Tottenham players around in the Premier League from our academy. Noni Madueke, maybe that, but even him, he ain't pulling up no trees. The guy runs into brick walls. I don't want Noni Madueke back. But outside of that, when you're looking elsewhere, most of our players are League One and Championship level anyway that come through the academy. Like even Tanganga, I think he's really, really good. I've always been a big fan of him. But he probably found his level in Championship. He'll probably be too good for Championship, maybe on a lower Premier League side, but he will struggle playing centre-back in the Premier League. But I can't say that I've watched too much of him at Millwall because it's Millwall. It's Millwall. It's me, Millwall. Yeah. It's just not going to work, is it? It's just not going to work. Okay, Jords, mate. Let's summarize them. All right, Jord, what's the occasion for Durag today? I'll be honest. There's no occasion for it. I just had to hide the hair. I ain't had it in a while. As you can see, look, man's facial hair is looking crazy. Yeah, Spurs ain't won, so I ain't got no trims. So yeah, that's on the only reason why. I'll be honest. I just couldn't be asked to. You guys don't want to see what's below here right now. That's all it is, really. You really don't want to see how bad it is looking. But all those young players and then that really good stadium, man, now I'm actually interested and nervous. At least Glazers didn't accept Qatar. I was hurt. Bro, I was so happy that the Glazers didn't accept Qatar because I was like, bro, if Manchester United get these Qatar owners, we are finished. Manchester United is a huge club already. They can attract who they want. But with money and investment and like just unlimited investment at that, they're competing with Manchester City within 2 seasons. They would have been. They would have been. I'm not going to lie. Hey, let us borrow tell, please. Bestest little bro, please. I'm not your little bro. I'm not your little bro. Don't try little bro me, you know. But you guys could have had him. You guys could have had Tell. But you guys are saying, oh, we don't need him. He doesn't start for us. He don't improve our starting lineup. Yo, why my team keep refreshing like that? You man were turning him down. So Tell find his better place, man. And I will tell you more. I'll tell you more next week. Elijah, man, you know why, bro. You know why. But they were, man. They're born in the wrong generation. They were, man. Because I know I made a statement the other day saying They definitely earned my respect. But when we're talking about club legends, there's gonna be so many names ahead of Kane and Son because they just haven't won anything. You can't be a super legend at a club if you've not brought trophy and success there. When I look back on this time as a Spurs fan in the next 20 years, I'm gonna say I was in the gutter. I was in the mud. I was accepting mediocrity. I hope within 10 to 15 years, Daniel Levy's nowhere near this club. And Spurs are actually on a top trajectory. But I know as an older man, and when I'm 45, 50, I'm not going to look back at this time as a good time. I'm not going to say, oh, we had some good players, man. You know, we had Harry Kane and Son. They done so much for us. No, I'm going to say we had decent teams, but none of them done enough. None of them done enough. Jords, man. I ain't one for the gossip, but I heard Levy is bringing Poch back. Would you be happy with our old mate Poch? No. I'm of the thought that you never go back to an ex. You never do. It never works out in the end. There's always some bad stuff that happened in the past that's going to linger around. It's bad energy that's just going to be floating around. And you've seen, there's been only a few times that a manager goes back to a club and is more successful the second time. David Moyes at West Ham, for example, went back a second time and he looks more successful. The thing with Poch is he's went away and he failed at PSG, failed at Chelsea, and he's now USA coach. Why does it make sense for us to then bring him back in? He's not done anything to warrant a Spurs move. We need bigger, we need better, and we need new. Going back to Poch is just comfortability. When you go back to your ex, it's just because you want to be comfortable again. And that's what Spurs will be doing at this point. We just want to be comfortable. So let's bring in a familiar face that it feels good, the feel-good factor. I don't want the feel-good factor. I want the winning factor. Big up to Audio Artisan. Adam Smith at Bournemouth has a good career after leaving our academy. Only one other than Kane. Yeah, he's been decent. He has been decent, to be fair. And Andros, you could say he had a decent career, but even that's pushing it. Like, if we're being like just as football fans, not as a Tottenham fan, yeah, he's had a decent football career. 100% he's played Premier League football at the top level. He's had a good Premier League career. If we're talking about a good player, Andros Townsend would have never been good enough to come back to Spurs and do something good. Tom Carroll, that's what I mean. MK Dons, he's found his level. Tottenham Academy graduates find their, like Andros Townsend would have been amazing in Championship football. Amazing. I think a lot of our academy graduates are playing Championship football right now and League One football. But none of them are going to be good enough to make that Premier League step. Harvey White barely gets a game for Stevenage. And he was one that was coming true, was supposed to be cold. Do you know what? There's a few that's done. Lamondo's doing okay, but, and you know, this is one actually that I think is doing real good. Dennis Serkin. That's one that I feel like we're actually missing right now. He's a good left back, and he would definitely have some good, decent game time right now. So when I'm looking at it, I think outside of that, Carl Walker-Peters. But even then, I'm pretty sure we bought Carl Walker-Peters. Don't think that he was bred within our academy, but he's having a good career at Southampton. So it's just been a few. There's just been a few, man. Random fact: I used to play 2K of Mono. That's crazy, Elijah. What 2K20? Can't even. You know me, bro. Active. During lockdown, yeah. NBA 2K20 Park. That was the place to be. Forget FIFA. Forget FIFA. FIFA 20 was cold, innit? Yeah, but forget FIFA. NBA 2K20 Park mode. If you weren't there, you was not there. That was the best time to live. Bro, I hear it. Dribble cup, bro. I hear it. That was the time to be about. In the park, doing a little 5v5 or 3v3. Get all the man-ems come. I used to be in party for 9 hours, bruv. Forget 9-hour emergency streams. My man PlayStation party 9 hours. Just walking around with a controller in my hand. Got my headphones in. One side like this, one side like this. Walking around. Going in the kitchen. I got my controller, bruv. Like, I'm eating food. I got my controller. And what are you saying? You was active, yeah? Say no more, Elijah. Say what was your build? You see me? Back scoring machine. That's what my thing was. I was scoring machine. I think that was the name of it. It was scoring machine, I think. Had a 90, everyone had 95 rated, but scoring machine. Yeah, man, 2K was the one. But If not, Poch, I heard Parachich. Hey. Now that's one that could definitely make me have some hope back. Inzaghi, don't get me wrong. A lot of Tottenham fans are not going to like Inzaghi, ball. They're not. He's just like Conte, if not worse. He's going to get real deep. It's going to be a horrible watch at times. But Inzaghi is a winner. Inzaghi is a winner. Mentality up here. He can coach players. He's been a top player. He can coach players. Look at Don Husam just coming in here to ruin the vibe. Qatar hype. Yeah. We'll speak later, Husam. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, he's worse than Conte. Definitely with regards to the footballers. He's worse than Conte. But I'm all about winning. I need to see wins. I need to see armpits. I want to see trophies. And that's exactly what he can do for me. He can do that for me. I need a trophy, man. Inzaghi can do that for me. I used to play. What is Overcooked? I'm so baffed. I don't get that one, Shirley. Don't get that one. Please, Guitar, come. I Qatari Giza, I'm with you, man. Please make it happen. There's a few people in the chat today that I've never seen before. So if you guys ain't subscribed, I just need to remind you, the button's only below the video, like literally right down here. Or might be down this side, whatever. I think it's down this side. Tap the subscribe button. The little button on top of it, post notification bell. Tap that shit too. And yeah, man, because we've got more videos coming. Got boardroom talks later, 9 p.m. tonight. Make sure you're locked in for that one. And then on Friday, we have Manchester United versus Liverpool. Not Liverpool, Tottenham. I lost my mind there. Manchester United versus Tottenham preview. Big panel. I just need to say, it's probably the biggest panel I've had on with regards to subscriber wise. These are big YouTubers coming. Thought it's only right now I get this done for a big game. So make sure you guys look out for that one. And as Elijah said, we need 25 likes on the video. We just need this. I'm not sure how close we are, but I need 25 likes. Oi, Qatari Giza, I know your fault going. I don't even know what you mean by that. Yo, it's almost about to throw up right there. The phlegm. The man them know. If you've been watching my it was ill, man. That weekend, mash man up. The weekend, mash man up, man. Big up to D birthday weekend and that. It was over his place, just partying it off and them thing. Make sure you tune into Trench Talks on Friday. We're probably going to speak a bit more about that, but Trench Talks on Friday. Make sure you guys are locked in for that one. But what's the last thing? I'm just going to do the last few comments and then we're going to head out. Mr. Jords, I'm offended. I'm a board member, but you never invite me for boardroom talks. I'm the only board member and you invite random folks instead of inviting me for boardroom talks. I big up to Emmanuel, man. Big up to you, my bro. We appreciate the support. And Donna, I'll be honest, unless you actually wanted, again, I don't know if you did see. In fact, Donna, you had your chance yesterday. Was it yesterday? What day? Bro, I'm losing mind on my days. The day before, Monday, Elijah was there. I done a call-in show. I had the link, posted it in the chat. Said, anyone that wants to come in, feel free, pull up. We're doing a call-in show. You missed, Donna. Because you're no longer a member, because you ain't got a post notification bell on, you wasn't there. And I can't give prior notice to anyone. You just have to make sure you're looking at the channel to see what videos are coming up. I do stuff last minute. You guys should know by now. I made this live like an hour ago and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go live. I don't always tweet it. I don't always post it. Just make sure you subscribe and tap the post notification bell to stay up to date. That's all it is. But I hear you. I do hear you, Donna. We should be doing another call-in show next week, if that makes you feel better. I will be doing another call-in show next week. So make sure you stay looked out on all your accounts, man. I man living that bougie life, walking around the room like it's an airport. I have to say, bro said, man, like, bro, this is just I've got a decent sized room. It's so much stuff in it. You guys know, man. You saw the setup before. I used to be shuffling around myself, all tight and them things, but I had to open the room up, change the setup, so we had more space. So man can lean back a little piece, have a little bit of fun. Maybe go down. Oh shit, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Oh my god. Man said living lavish. There's no way people think you think I'm living lavish. Look at my chair. I broke it. Look at this. I ain't living lavish. I got one arm on my chair, bruv. I got to lean on this side. I got to lean to the left like Beyonce, bruv. You know them way there. Like, man, I think I'm living lavish. I got a gun. I'll hold you up, bruv. Who wants it? Who wants it, bro? Like, come on, man. There's no living lavish around here. There's really no living lavish. All right, look, Donna, do you want her? She's back. Come on. Say less, Donna. Say less. But Boardroom Talks, I'll be real. Boardroom Talks is not the one for that. Boardroom Talks is definitely not the one for that. Boardroom Talks is a very structured show where it's a selected panel of people that I rate their opinion, and we're having proper talks, no jokes. We have fun obviously sometimes, but we want to have some proper conversations on there. So you gotta have something about you, and I've got to see you talk online for you to make an appearance on Boardroom Talks. Can't just be inviting anyone on there, Donna. So if you want to go on Boardroom Talks, maybe send me a video or show me something of where you actually know some ball, Maybe make some content yourself. That'd be best. Make some content yourself so I can watch your content, and then we can decide whether you qualify to come on Boardroom Talks. Bro, I know how you feel, fam. I know how you feel. Bro, if I spread my arms, my left hand. Maybe I'm lucky that my house isn't that small. Then I'm definitely lucky that my house isn't that small, but it's definitely not big. Trust me, it's really not big. But no, that's the thing, Donna. You can make content on your own channel, maybe without face, but on my channel, you need to have a face. I'm sorry, I can't be having no keyboard warriors and people that don't want to show their face on here, giving opinions and potentially coming on talking rubbish to my guests and them things. Like I can't do that. I can't do that. So you need to be able to show your face and say what you're saying with chest. But you bro, Donna, you're not coming on my channel with an AI. You could do that on a call-in show. I'll take on your call-in show, don't have to show face. You could do AI face. You could do all of that. Just not on Boardroom Talks, man. I might say T-series. No, you know what, Billy? We're getting the Instagram set up for Durag Diaries. We're going to be setting that up. And I'll be putting the links down here for where you can follow me for that. But for now, just hit me up on X, TikTok, or YouTube, I suppose, innit? That's where most of my content is focused. But X, I'll be honest, that's where I'm most active. I'll be tweeting and them things, and you guys can reply to my tweets. You can DM me and all of that malarkey. But no, Donna, we're definitely not going to be doing a show just me, you and me. I don't have the time to do that many shows. Like, I'll be honest, as you don't see too many people come on my channel because I just generally don't have time to set up all these different shows. But look, big up to everyone that has been inside for this last hour. I'm surprised we even made it to an hour, I'll be honest. But big up to the people that have been checked in, tuned in, all of that business. 9 p.m. tonight, we return Boardroom Talks. Can't say it enough. Make sure you're there. Big panel. Deji, Ash, E himself, Hotspur Cave J. We got a few other people. Just make sure you pull up to see who else turns up, man. One of them ones. But big up to being tuned in. Big up for all the people that have been inside. Make sure you like on your way out. Peace.